Can you all hear me okay?
If you stand really close.
I'm going to stand super close. Okay. So according to the Utah Department of Health, 1 in 3 women will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. Also, sadly, 88% of those rapes go unreported to law enforcement. I could stand here and recite number after number, statistic after statistic, and the gravity of the situation cannot even begin to compare if you are one of those numbers, or if somebody you know is one of those numbers, your mom, your sister, your brother, your friend. Sadly, most of us are one of those statistics, but we will not allow it to define us. We must start by speaking up and believing survivors when they come forward. Good evening, my name is Roxy Burkhart. I'm the Awareness and Prevention Director at Canyon Creek Services. We're the primary service provider for domestic violence and sexual assault in Beaver, Garfield, and Iron counties. And we have a wide range of services for survivors. One of those is including a 24-hour hotline where you can text or call a victim advocate anytime, day or night. If you have a question, if something feels weird, or you just want to talk, our advocates will always be there for you. Canyon Creek can accompany you to the hospital if you've been raped or sexually assaulted, or you need medical attention after a domestic violence incident. We have an emergency shelter where people go that are fleeing these types of violence and need a safe place. Specifically, my job as the Awareness and Prevention Director is to provide the community with the proper education and support that they need to prevent these types of violence from even happening. I love my job, I love the organization I work for, and I needed an organization like Canyon Creek more than once in my life. I'm really happy that we provide the services that we do to survivors, but I do honestly wonder if one day that we could wake up and live in a world where our services weren't needed, where a world with rape, sexual assault, victim blaming, catcalling didn't exist anymore. So I'm going to go back to that statistic that I mentioned earlier. 88% of rapes go unreported to law enforcement. 88%. It's a pretty staggering statistic. But honestly, it's not that surprising or shocking to me. As a survivor, it took almost 20 years for me to disclose my first assault. And the main reason behind that was rape culture. It's something that we need to end. We've all heard it, we've all experienced it, we've all seen it, especially if you're a woman growing up in society. It sounds like, don't drink too much, don't walk alone at night, don't dress like you're asking for it. I'm sure we've all heard those things. As if any of those things could actually allow me to control somebody else's behavior. Why do we teach women and girls don't get raped when we should be teaching don't rape? I believe the belief that false rape accusations are a common thing is another part of this toxic culture that we need to change. It's not a common thing. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, only 2 to 8% of rapes are falsely reported. And sadly, only 6% of those rapes see a prison sentence. So this is part of the culture that we need to change. Survivors fear coming forward because of things like rape culture and the fear of being re-victimized all over again, or even worse, being blamed for their own assault. Take Back the Night has said to have started in 1877 when women protested in fear of the violence that they experienced in the nighttime streets of London. Some say the first rally occurred in 1976 when women attending the International Tribunal of Crimes Against Women lit candles and took to the city streets of Belgium to denounce violence against women. While the origins are unclear, one thing is that this movement is really important. It's really powerful, and it's felt worldwide. The impact is undeniable, and I commend you all for being here tonight and adding your voice to the protest against violence. It's so important. So what can we do? What do we need to do? We need to make survivors feel safe and create environments like the one we have here tonight. Spaces where they can come forward and be believed, be empowered, and be supported by one another. Spaces like tonight, where we stand in solidarity and say no more to these types of violence. This university is a safe place. Canyon Creek is a safe place. Look around you. The people here tonight are your allies. They're your safe place. We see you, we hear you, and we support you, and we love you. So thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for taking back the night. Woo!